Do today as we fight under the sun.
You're out in the open. There's the breeze, but there's the sun. When you're moving and when you're under pressure, it's a lot to take in.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. Straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. No respect for each other's punching power. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. That counter shot lands. Catch and shoot. Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
Todd, this is something you can never, ever get used to. How many gyms are built outside? How many times do we train, spar, and everything outside? Now you're having a fight outside. This is where fighters may gas themselves out. This is where the environment may make so much of a difference. You may not realize it, but watch when the rounds roll on.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Believe what we are seeing. How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about David Benavidez that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. And there's the bell to start round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Jab does not score. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in time.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Punch caught him clean. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot. Only catching air with that hook. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Benavidez that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get...
There's the bell for round three. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. These punches coming from every angle. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Straight right just misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. David Benavidez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope that...
Back at it in round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Well done with that counter shot. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. There's a counter shot. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. A perfect counter shot. Beautiful. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
I like it. I'm happy.
Back into the fray here in round 5. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Back and forth they go. Beautiful counter punch. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of the... And the big Mexican monster is down. Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
They drop their guard, they get caught. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be... On to the 6th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got a bluff him.
The punch is beginning to take its toll. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Like to see more jabs. You've got someone with that hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. David Benavidez in that last round. They got the momentum.
Let's go out there.
Here we go. It's round 7. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. Perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Counter punch. careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Can't land the jab there. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about David Benavidez that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's... There's the bell to start round 8. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
That counter punch caught him clean. Done with that counter shot. And he scores with the counter. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Incredible work rate. Nice counter. The straight right just misses. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little favour and pickpocket them.
The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. The referee takes a look, and he says, let's get it on. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before.